Hello students, today we are going to study chapter 10, lines and angles. So we'll be starting with now geometry part. Okay, so you all have studied about angles. Angles are formed when two rays meet at a point. It is called angle, and the amount of rotation is called the measure of the angle. Means the amount it rotates, means the arm moves by the by which amount the arm is moving. It is called the angle formed by that arm. Okay, one complete turn or rotation about the vertex is divided into 360 parts. Each part is called 1 degree. Means if you take a complete circle, it is of 360 degrees and every part is called 1 degree. Then 1 degree is further divided into 60 equal parts, same as we see in our clock that 1 minute is 60 seconds. It is in the same way. So one rotation is 360 degrees, 1 degree is 60 minutes and 1 minute is 60 seconds. This line you have to note down in your copy. Okay, so here the diagrams are shown that this is a 0 angle, this is 1/4 of a rotation, means fourth part of the circle. This is 90 degree right angle. Then half rotation is called 180 degree, that is straight angle. Then 3/4 rotation means covering 3 parts of the circle. This is 270 degree. This is called this outer angle is called the reflex angle. And this is one complete rotation, that is 360 degrees. That is the complete angle. Means 0 degree to 360 degrees. Now types of angles. First is acute angle. Acute angle whose measure is between 0 to 90 degree. This is acute angle. Then obtuse angle, it is more than 90 but less than 180. Then you see reflex angle. Reflex angle lies between 180 and 360. Now pairs of angles. Now we will study about pairs. So first is adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are the angles which have a common vertex. Means here you can see there are two angles, one AOB and next is BOC. These two angles have a common vertex O. That means they are adjacent or next to each other. Okay. So this is the definition of adjacent angles. If two angles in the same plane have a common vertex and a common side but have interiors with no points in common, the angles are adjacent. Means they have one side in common and one vertex in common. Okay. Now what is a linear pair? Linear pair, by word itself you can find out that linear means on a line. Means if two adjacent angles form a straight line. See here there are two adjacent angles AOC and BOC. They combine to form a line AOB. When these type of angles are there, this pair of angles is called linear pair. And because the line is of 180 degree, then these linear pair of angles is always sum up to 180 degree. Now here you can see there are three angles, means angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. But all these three angles, they are again forming a line ABC. So if there are two angles, three angles or more angles which lie on the same line, means which form a straight line, they all will sum up to 180 degrees. Now next is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles means if lines intersect, then vertically opposite angles are equal. Now what are vertically opposite angles? When two lines intersect at a point, four angles are formed. See, when you have a cross, or you can say X, when you make an X, okay, when you are making X, you are having four angles, 1 2 3 4. Okay, these angles are when the angles which are in front of each other, like 1 and 3, they are vertically opposite angles. 4 and 2, they are vertically opposite angles. And the property is that vertically opposite angles are always equal. Okay, so angles formed in a cross, the angles which are formed like this, like 1 and 2, they are equal because they are called vertically opposite angles. Now next is supplementary and complementary angles. This also you have studied previously. If the sum of two angles is 180 degree, they are called supplementary. That means they are forming a linear pair. And if their sum is 90 degree, they are called complementary, means they are forming a right angle. Now angles at a point. Means if there is a point like here you have a point O and many angles are forming here, like 1 2 3 4, here you have 4 angles. When all angles meet at a same point, then together they form a complete angle, and which is of 360 degrees. Here also you can see there is a single point O, and 3 angles are formed here, sorry 4 angles are formed here. All 4 will sum up to 360 degree. Okay, when there are many angles formed at a single point and adjacent to each other, means they have, like these two have this arm in common and these two have this arm in common. So such angles make a complete angle of 360 degrees.